to the first match of the day. Please enjoy. This is going to be Dreamer versus Dewalt PvP. Also Creative is here for a little sub hype. Nice, man. So, spawning all the way here in the bottom left in the yellow, a player for Team Rocks. Here's Dewalt. And all the way over here, playing for Team J in the white, also as Protoss. Here's Dreamer. So let's see if his dreams can be true today, if he takes a win and enjoys this awesome PvP. By the way, we are on Aztec, ladies and gentlemen, so your main base is a low ground base. Your natural is high ground and it has this normal sized ramp that goes down into your base. You have this normal sized, a little bit smaller entrance due to this, and pretty nearby into the middle you have this small ramp over here with a base over here and gas, or you can take this one over here, which is a mineral only, and right next to it with a small entrance there's also this one. So expendable wise, definitely a nice map. There's the first probe heading out here for Mr. Dewalt, who's going for first gateway into gas, super normal stuff. Bonus playing today? No, not today. This is also no delay today, due to the fact that I'm casting replays. And I have basically 4 matches today, which is, I mean, 1 match is being played still today and 4 were played in advance. But it all comes down to how many people show up and everything. Because Cabby, for example, is only showing 2 matches today, I believe. So I'm thinking about also doing this, but I could also show just 4, you know? We decide that on the run. Can't wait to see his comeback. Well, we will see, man. Definitely not it will definitely not be easy. There are a lot of good players, and the Soul guys, for example. Holy crap! But oh, the probe got in. He didn't even hit it. So full scout here by Dewalt, and on the other side, let's see if this zealot can do a better job for this probe over here. Keep in mind this probe was being sent out earlier, so... And... Dewalt holds. The probe does not get in. At least for now. He killed the probe. The scout is now denied. And he did not see the second gate now coming in. While on this side, well, Citadel of Verdun coming in, and the zealot denied the scout. So ladies and gentlemen, this might be huge pretty soon. Oh, triple gate against fast DT tech. Interesting choice. I mean, both of these will definitely squeeze in a factory, not a factory, a forge at some point to get some cannons, to get some detection, but we will see. If Dreamer will get it in time. So his first poke here with the zealot, already applying some real damage now to the shell of this goo. In the meantime, first DT on the way, also the forge on the side, also the forge, so it might just be in time, but the moment the DT arrives, these have to run home. or do a lot of damage. So now he knows he's being chased by an invisible force that does a lot of damage. I can see it a little bit over here. And that means that he will buy some time with these goons and in the meantime get a forge at home. But the thing is, three gates are super expensive and the Nexus on this side is already on the way. And he can't really move out without mobile detection. So yes, the cannons keep him alive like crazy, but without an observer, these goons do nothing, except for costing him money. But see this? He's not sacrificing one. He's blocking the ramp until the cannon is done, and then... Oh. And he's not even losing this one. Okay, it's super low, but he's not losing it. In the meantime, this one is now done. He's transferring some probes. Still only one gate against 3. And also going for safety cannon over here. Keep in mind, this could be a goon with some gas or another gateway. That's also a big chunk of money that you would need for Nexus, so every cannon delays a Protoss definitely, but what is a cannon to the cost of staying alive? So definitely nice. Also DT is running a little bit around, checking. This one still makes sure that nothing gets out on the map without getting hit like crazy. And so far so good. More cannons here being added because he's really low in units. Still only one gate, but he's getting a lot of money pretty fast, and Storm in a moment. But only Storm does not kill anything. A lot of the players controlling it pretty well, because then you can just run away. That's also pretty good advice for every Protoss out there that has trouble with fighting against Zergs. If you have more Storms than Zealots in a fight, things went wrong. Now he's moving out, he's having the Observer. This side, well, we are just getting a lot of cannons. And a Robo instead of more gates. +1, okay. Let's see what we get. Another DT wants to sneak by for a little counter damage. Getting free probe. Now denying the Nexus. Keep in mind he has only one observer. He's not trying to dive in, focusing the first cannon. Backs off from the storm, but not completely. In the meantime, Nexus is still under siege. And Mr. Dewalt stays alive. At least for now, but the cannons are badly hurt. Goons are falling. Keep in mind, cannons do a tremendous amount of damage. They just die pretty fast. The Nexus over here is gone. And maybe also this one will fall. And he's getting more and more money. Time is definitely a companion here right now for Dewalt. And the main enemy here for Greener. And now he added more gates. He's on 4. He will get goon range. That's the moment where he has everything that his opponent has. And even more. The DT is gone. Another goon dies. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Chrono Polus SC. Now he's about to open his path to also get some units up out of his natural. Also like putting some units over here, so that your opponent has to go all the way around here. And yeah, he is getting a Nexus, but not gonna be easy from here. Not at all. And with the 5 gateways in a moment, he's gonna crank out 6 gateways in a moment. He's gonna crank out a lot of stuff pretty fast with a lot of money. While his opponent is taking a little. Looks like he's thinking about taking a third. Not bad. if you're ahead, get further ahead. That is how you win in StarCraft. Against the observer, they just die super fast. And a little probe action. But this one had first strike. Will win. What a predator. And even more gates for Dewalt. So he's now fighting against 3 gates with 2, 5. Holy crap. That's 8 gates. That's tough. And he's also going for some Storm Drop, is he? Yeah. So Storm Drop at the super packed location. I mean, there are also some over here, but still. Holy crap. Dewalt is in a tremendously good spot, and it all comes down to this rock, paper, scissors scenario in the earlier games. And is he gonna? Oh, good reaction. I mean, you have to pull your workers in advance. The moment probes or drones touch a storm, your time to pull them away is already gone. So, and now he's about to hit the front. Oh man, it's gonna be tough. You look into the supplies. 50 supplies! It's crazy. Good concave here for Dreamer. Reminds that it's deal a lot of damage, but also the storms are pretty tough. It looked like a winnable fight for a moment, but now Dreamer crumbles. He has to pull back. He has no cannons to defense, almost no units, and the force for Dewalt is coming for him. GG is called, and this is a 1-0 lead for the Protoss player, hearing by the name of Dewalt. So let's give him a point. So here we go. Match round number 2 between these 2 players. Spawning all the way here in the 3 o'clock position in the white, playing for Team MSJ, ladies and gentlemen. Being 1 map behind. Is Dreamer. Oh, kind of delay? Nope, no delay today. A lot of players just played in advance because the time they have to play it live is a little bit weird for a lot of people, especially in America. So they decided to play the games in advance so that we can still cast right on schedule. And with a replay cast I need no delay. So, you're welcome. All the way down here, the player with the 1-0 lead to Protoss in yellow, playing for Team Rocks. Let me hear some for Mr. Dewalt. So, Melina, there's no bracket right now because it would already contain spoilers. Because I'm casting replays right now, so I don't want anyone to be spoiled like this. But this link might just seal the deal for Mr. Creative, because I believe it has no spoilers in it, am I right? Yes. Nice, thanks Creative. Because the normal bracket link that I usually put in the bot does not... just gets updated in real time and then you just spoil everyone for the things that you're just casting, you know? And that is definitely not something that I'm looking forward to. So feel free to check that out. So Mr. Dewalt is now checking. And he will get the first scout off. There we go. And he's going for double gates. So with his 1-0 lead he wants to apply some pressure to his opponent. Put him a little bit on the test. And now he knows where to go with his stuff. While his opponent is just going for the standard approach. Gateway, gas, cybernetic scope. and even more pilots and probes. What else? P, ladies and gentlemen, #1 key for Protoss players for decades. Now a lot of them switched it up, but I believe a lot of players are still playing with the hotkey, the basic hotkey on P. First Zeld is out. Should change the scouting probe a little bit away so that he can hide his next step from here, because from this setup you can basically play everything. But this probe is not only here for a scout, it also is here to apply some damage, so that these zealots have an easier time to kill some stuff off. So let's see, he's backing off, he's not trying to do anything, but this zealot is now alone on the ramp. Keep in mind the ramp goes down again, just like on that stake, and with high ground we have a little bit of an advantage. Not so much a melee versus melee, but still. So now 3 zealots are coming. And over here, nothing unusual yet. Now he knows. Wait, that's a little bit more zealots. So he's immediately going for a second gate here. And on this side, no gas yet, just a forge. You can go for cannon rush on the high ground here. It's important with zealots. Then you hold the high ground and it's super tough to break out. But for that you need to buy a lot of time with your zealots. And zealots are also not allowed to kill goons if you are Mr. Gooner right now. So he has to be careful. One over here is nearly dead, now it is, but also the goon is super low. More zealots are coming in and in the meantime, cannons are being built here on the high ground. And then zealots don't have to go in here anymore, but this is how you do it. One zealot is going for probes, the other ones are going for goons. And then your opponent has to micro on 2 different fronts, which is not easy to do. And still no gas. Completely going ham on this. And more probes are falling. Zealots are doing a huge job. Goon is trapped. Goon is trapped! Okay, but it's alive. For now, probes are buffering. This looks like it's doable. GG is caught and he doesn't even know about these cannons! Holy crap. Well, that was a fast one. Let's go on the left. 2-0 lead here for Mr. Dewalt. But now let's go into the next map between these 2 players. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, spawning the upper left and the red. He's 2 maps behind. He needs to take this or he loses his match 3-0. And keep in mind, every point that you take in a Swiss tournament with best of 5s is worth something. Okay, even if you win 3-0, it's better than winning 3-2. Keep that in mind. So every map is worth something for the statistic. So all the way here in the upper left, ladies and gentlemen, in the red playing for Team MSJ, your streamer. All the way down here, the guy in blue playing for Team Rocks with a 2-0 lead. Feeling pretty good right now. Also spawning blue on a blue map, holy crap. Tough to cast, but at the moment we still see everything. Playing for Team Rocks, he is Dewalt. (3-2) is the same as 3-0. Well, you're listed a little bit differently in the oh boy, he's going for proxy. But on this side everything is still normal. Let's see. Oh, he scouts it. Oh boy, Mr. Dewalt, you should definitely check some games from Oja, where you hide your stuff. But I might be wrong on the Swiss tournament thing. But the players with a 3-0 are definitely above the players with 3-1, at least right now. But maybe it had nothing to do overall. In the meantime, there's still this proxy gate and 2 probes working a little bit on this pylon. Now the first Zeld is on the way, and at home, only pylon so far. So can they kill it in time? I mean, he's going for 2 gates, so he will definitely have more. Even though this gateway reinforces the attack a little bit fast. Wait, I mean, two gateways at home are definitely sealing the deal here. So, here it is, the first Zeld is out, and 1 Zeld from Mr. Dreamer. The Dreamer's looking pretty good right now. No, it's just forcing some mining time off here. And in a moment, or in the next decade, this pylon might fall. Zelds are still playing catch me if you can. And more coming in here from Mr. Dreamer. While at home, he's having 1 gate, and there's also Mr. Dreamer going for proxy over here. So we are in proxy town right now. Zealots and gates everywhere on the map. And probes trying to stay alive. One additional probe does fall, and over here he's also going for proxy gate. But this one is still working. But it's 3 against 3 right now. This is the drilling here of the probes always helps. And 1 Zeld is working with this pylon. Bam, it's gone. So this proxy gate is now unpowered. Zelds are just running across the map. And over here we have 2 gates, still no gas. Also no gas over here, but still a few Zealots over here to kill some probes and annoy Mr. Dreamer, and they will. But these are coming across, and there's also the proxy gate over here. So 3 gates from Mr. Dreamer versus the 2 from Mr. Dewalt, who's basically also having 3, but this one is not producing anything. And yeah, Mr. Creative is totally right. There are no Koreans allowed in this tournament. It's a foreigner-only tournament for the rest of the world. And also doesn't matter if you live in Korea. If you're not a Korean, you're allowed to play. So, more probes went down, but now the Zealots are gone. More Zealots from Mr. Dewalt can now stream across the map from Mr. Dreamer, and Dewalt has to hold the ramp against this really high amount of Zealots. So this will be tough. Can you do it? Usually more hits against less, even with micro. I mean, he's pumping out as many as he can at the moment, but it does not look like it will be enough. The numbers are just superior right now. Going for sheep battery, good call. But it might be a little too late for Mr. Dewalt to move this map. He's pulling probes, he's trying everything. Probes and Zealots versus Zealots. A lot of Zealots. And some chillin' Zealots down here. Reinforce later. And good concave, but he's drilling a little. See? He's pushing them around, that is good. But it's still way too many here for Dreamer. So even with proper drills, it's super hard to win this fight. Look at him, he's the only hope right now. He's gone. But his hope gone. Here's a new one. More streaming in. Mind there's also a proxy gate down here to reinforce. Much better hidden. Trying to get him more. I believe he can drill through this. Yep, he can. Which is definitely great, but holy crap, it might just not be enough. It should be not. It should not be enough. That's like the first point. Anyway, is getting back into this game, but all goons are right. With these goons you can basically kill in a small zealots. But well, they kill them really slowly. And in the meantime, folks are falling left and right. The Dreamer is also producing probes at home. But also Mr. Dewalt never stop producing probes. In the meantime, going for his own gas right now. And JJ is called. This is a point for Mr. Dreamer. And it all came down to this pretty badly hidden gateway. I mean, it was the most ambitious gateway that I've seen in a long time. There are definitely better places to do it, right? On Polaris Rhapsody. But he's definitely the hunted one right now. Cause it's match point. Okay. Spawning all the way here in the upper left. Being one map behind, but just took the last one, so he's feeling pretty good right now. Again, hope is not gone yet. He's playing for Team MSJ, ladies and gentlemen. He is Dreamer. And all the way down here, in the yellow, playing for Team Rocks, the monster. In PvP, let me hear some from Mr. Dewalt. So, keep in mind, Mr. Dewalt just only lost the last game because he was trying to do something really ambitious and it did not work quite out as well as he expected it to be. So maybe he's going for something more standard this time and then just play it normal. But in PvP a lot of things can go wrong, like Reaver Scarabs, DTs, a lot of DTs from weird locations on the map, proxy gates, cannon rushes, all that kind of stuff, but so you don't have to play normal against a player that is just better than you. But with these normal sized ramps on Fighting Spirit and the fact that now finally it's this best of 5, the second map also here is a high ground main base. So holding these ramps is definitely a doable job for most scenarios, and killing off a guy that is turtling little on one base is definitely tough to do in every matchup. So gateway here for both sides with gas follow-up, everything normal. Cybernetic score on both sides, everything super mirrored as you can see in the production tab. And Mr. Dewalt just checked the middle to make sure that nothing weird is going on over there. And 2-gate goon it seems here from Mr. Dreamer to get some forces early on, to apply some pressure, get some grip on the map. While his opponent is at the moment only going for 1 gate. He's also checking the middle a bit. Not going completely through it. And now Dewalt is being a little bit unlucky. He checked cross, saw nothing, then he's checking the bottom right, and in a moment he will know where his opponent is, but he has no clue what he's doing. And getting a late scout on PvP always sucks. But Mr. Dreamer is also late with his scout. So at the moment everything is still super even. So 2 goons coming, range is on the way, one's there blocking the ramp. So as long as this Dreamer probe does not get through this with a lot of luck, there will be no scout for him, and oh, the goon just misses the probe. They might just get in here for a scout on these 2 gateways. And he's already heading across because he knows where his opponent is. Oh! He does not get in. The second goon is just here in time to save the day and kill the scout. kill the messenger. It's gone. He has to back off here a little. There's one goon in a zealot. Not easy to kill with one zealot, but still, at some point, with 2 gateways, everything snowballs a little. And if you do it right, you will push your opponent back. Oh, we got hosted from Mr. Gio. Hello and welcome, man. Killing the messenger means bad karma. That's usually right. We will see. Oh. So goons on high ground. Keep in mind, you have a pretty high percentage of missing if you attack upper high ground. Even if you have more, this can be enough. Okay, in the meantime, he's going for a robo here. And at home, just double goon production, probes and pilots. That's it right now. Good focus firing here by both sides. Oh, this one did just fall. So now it's 2 versus 2 with high ground. And Mr. Dewalt is just holding on super strong with proper focus firing here. Everything is working pretty good for him. So my Twitch alert thing is definitely not working right now. It's a little bit annoying, but we just have to deal with it. So if I'm getting new followers right now, sorry for that. Did you see this? What a monster. So shield battery and a little bit of drilling here. And Dreamer's pushing through. He's getting in. He's coming. He's smelling the victory. Can't scroll down even further, so I have to deal with it this way. Probes are here to buffer, to add some damage. Keep in mind, goons will not attack probes on purpose. They will already choose this one. You don't tell them to do it differently. But now with nothing left, they will definitely attack probes by themselves, but the drilling's pretty good right now. Can he do it? Definitely killed a lot, but now the Reaver arrived. And Reaver and a goon on high ground. Dude, it's not gonna be easy to break this position again. Reavers do so much damage, and keep in mind, there's still the percentage of missing. He's also trying to save it with his shield battery, but it's now empty. In the meantime, boop, he's going for his own robo, while still pumping out as many goons as he can. Also 2 gate production over here, so at the moment they're on a pretty similar scale of stuff. Just the 2 gates over here from Dreamer were fast, and now Mr. Dewalt is having definitely the advantage here with the high ground and more production than his opponent. At least for now, because there's no robotic support bay yet. He's going for the observatory first. Definitely not bad, because if you have vision of this, you can snipe the Reaver better, but now it's completely healed. I mean, not the shell, but the shields. Oh, that was a little bit too ambitious. It's gone. Nice snipe here for Dreamer. That is what he needed. But now, more goons here from Rocks, Dewalt, and Dreamer's on the run. He's going for Nexus at home. Maybe a little bit too ambitious. But if he can keep pressure on this opponent's side of the map, the Nexus will win him the game. Keep in mind, going for Nexus, if you're constantly fighting, creates a small window of weakness. But then it pays off huge later on. But in a moment, Dewalt will be like, okay, maybe it's time to take my own Nexus. Then they're both super even. I would love to see that. But he could also go for a shuttle after this one, and then, holy crap, he will have 2 Reavers and a shuttle versus, well, maybe no Reaver on the other side. Because he's going for 4 gates. Because he will have a lot of money. Not bad. But it all comes down then to the micro of the Reavers and the shuttles. But okay, he's going for an observer first. Not bad, because at the moment there could already be DTs on the way. So the observer going in here, checking. Seeing a lot. But not seeing the army yet. Now he does. Not seeing the second Reaver, and now that the observer arrived over here, the vision is now gone. But as long as this goes on, well, time is on the side here right now of Dreamer, who's also putting some an observer over here to spot if something flies in here. Goons in position, also goons over here, and a pilot to get some vision, and it's all to stop potential Reaver drop. So as well, if you have more probes, your opponent has to do something. A good approach right now from Dreamer here, who's now adding some Templar tech for his own splash damage. But now with a shuttle being arrived, Dewalt is on the run, and Dewalt, I'm pretty sure that Dewalt's micro he will be pretty good with the shuttle, but that would also be some of the things where I would like to see goons out on the map a little, because if you snipe the shuttle, the push is delayed like crazy, but he's also having some of his pilots over here to buffer some of the damage. The shuttle is gone. Other one Reaver? Okay, it's dead, he just sacrificed one. He took one for the team. But how many goons is it still? It's even more for Dewalt right now, but the Reaver's gone, and keep in mind, defender's advantage here for Dreamer, so as long as this does not snowball completely for Dewalt, he will hold on strong. But he GG's out, and the game is over. He's not gonna recover from this. Really? Was this really not winnable? Oh, right, then everything is gone, but damn! It looked so close, but then Dewalt just found the little opening and pushed through and broke his opponent's neck. Well done by him. A little bit sad for Dreamer.